Hi there, Liron here. Thank you for joining me in this final lesson in the course. First, I do want to congratulate you for making it this far to the end. That's probably the first step into your success with simplification and watercolor in general. I do want to share with you a few more ideas just to help you move forward from this point. Now, first off, have in mind, all of this is subjective, okay? The amount of simplification, the scale, if you will, between realistic and abstract, or simplified versus complex and detailed, these are all things that are highly subjective, and I do want to encourage you to paint the way you enjoy most, you see fit, and that creates the result that you enjoy looking at. A good hint for knowing just what to aim for is to really observe what kinds of works by other artists you enjoy. And I'm not saying copy them, I'm just saying look at the things you love about them and think about how you can achieve that same result. Now, there really is no right answer to all of this. I used to appreciate work that took more time and more effort, quote unquote, and maybe was more realistic, not necessarily detailed, because I do appreciate the light hand that really conveys realism without spelling it out for us. But with time, I do learn that there is a lot of value in the more simplified side of the scale and the more even abstract side of the scale. It's not easier. It takes a lot more work, a lot more thought many times, and a lot more effort to turn what you see into something that is clear and simplified. So I do think there is a lot of, again, subjectivity to that, and I feel like my taste is also developing with time, and I believe yours will too. Now I want to talk about exercise, because that's the most important thing. What you will have to do is practice everything we talked about. Now my main tip, if I could give you just one, I can make a whole video about practicing, is this. Whenever you practice something deliberately, I'm not saying whenever you paint for fun or something like that. If you want to improve in something, specificity is your best friend. I want you to choose one thing, one axis, one skill, one technique you want to improve in and work on that. So if it's drawing or sketching, do that for a while. If it's not for a while, but in a session, focus on that. If it is the values, focus on the values and do multiple like value matching exercises and a bunch of stuff like that. Paint monochromatically. Focus has a lot of value in that, because when you practice in a focused manner, these things will feed back into the times where you just paint for fun, or you practice something more holistic like producing a finalized piece, okay? So specificity is your best friend in that regard, and I do think it's important to be frequent when practicing. So if you can devote like 3 times a week at the minimum to improve those skills, that'll be best. And I do want you to combine both deliberate practice and more freedom kind of practice of just painting and seeing what comes out. These two work really well in synergy from my personal experience. Now, one more thing I do want to throw into the mix is really trusting the process. These things really take time, and even more than just on a macro level, I want you to trust the process whenever you're in a micro level working on a specific painting. Because one thing I did notice is in the beginning I would sometimes give up on paintings. That's not really smart, because you're essentially giving up the experience of problem solving. So instead of giving up on, even if something looks terrible to you, I want you to think about how can I make the most out of it. And if you can make that mental switch of, okay, I kind of messed this one up, so I'm freer to do whatever I want, you'll find it really helpful. So if something is really wacky, you don't like the way it looks, you feel like you didn't get a good grasp of what you wanted to achieve and convey, think to yourself, okay, how can I improve it? Maybe darkening a section up will make something else pop more. Maybe like try to make the best out of it, knowing and recognizing the fact that maybe the painting is doomed. And it is important to remember that as long as you didn't go way too dark on everything, you can still salvage quite a lot, and you can throw in some opaque paint in there and bring out some highlights back, do a lot of things. So I will say this, bottom line, don't give up on a painting, try and see it through all the way till the end, because what this does is it provides that problem-solving experience. It's this thing you want to practice. You want to practice that part where you feel insecure, but you go through it anyway, because very often you won't know if you gave up way too fast. And I have a video about this on the YouTube channel that's pretty successful. A lot of people can relate to of giving up too fast, both at a specific painting and on a macro level. But on a specific paintings level, you never know if you gave up too fast, so try pushing it till the end, because it's just, I think it's one of those keys that will make you improve like double or triple the speed. I really do believe that. And with that, that's everything, all the tips I want to share with you, like kind of final words. I do want to thank you so much for tuning in. It was important for me to do this course for free to give you this hopefully really big value, to put it on multiple platforms so that it's easily accessible. Let me know your thoughts in a comment if you can leave one, or feedback. I really do appreciate it. It helps the course reach more people, and it really helps me knowing what to improve next. I want to really congratulate you once again for making it till the end, and I do hope to see you in another course or in another video in general on the YouTube channel or anywhere else. So thank you so much. I will see you again real soon.